Hey YouTuber, Shaman Hawk here for Shamanic Lodge. Talk a little bit about black magic this morning. Yes, I've done other videos about this. It's true, you can do some black magic, black spells on people, things like that. It's just another form of energy work. I think it's a little bit more difficult for people to do because inherently people are good and they want to do good things for people, not bad things to people. It is part of shamanic training, no different than martial arts. In martial arts, we practice hitting each other, kicking each other in throws and things. And then part of our training is also in the black magic, where we try to do things to each other with negative energies and dark forces. It's practice. All right, that's all it is. We're not trying to knock each other out of shamanism or anything. And we're not trying to deliver lethal force. But as in martial arts, you know when you've made that right hit. You know when you could have been hurt worse than you actually were. And you're holding back on your opponent and your training partner so you don't create a lot of damage. It's a form of respect, and it's also just a form of proper training. Same thing with the black magic stuff. So for someone to be really good at it, they should train at it. No different than good healing, energy healing workers. So if someone has not trained in any one of those arts, whether it's for good training, for good intentions in healing, or the black magic and dark forces stuff, they don't know if they're good, period. Where's the proof? So for these people who say they can do black magic on someone, but yet they've never really tested it and tried it out on the physical world, bullshit. For the people who are claiming that unfortunate events and other things happening in people's lives and telling them that that's the result of black magic, bullshit. Let me give you a couple examples. Someone has all kinds of bad luck, slips and falls, and they say, oh, I've been cursed. Maybe the person's really tired, not paying attention, has too many things on their mind, and unfortunately is in a work environment where slips and falls are more possible. I'm a real practical guy. I really look at all the practical reasons first, cancel all of those out, and if anything's left after that, then I'll entertain the idea or possibility it could be of some other energetic source. If you're hearing voices, if you're feeling displaced in life, all right, the hearing voices part, maybe you're channeling something, maybe you're getting messages, getting more empathic skills. Impulses and information are coming in and it translates through your mind as a voice. All right, that's not saying that you're hearing things. It's just that our mind likes to be in control of something and it likes to explain it. So unfortunately, humans like to fear things, so they explain it that way first. Just feeling displaced in life, or like you're really not there, you're in the wrong movie, something like that. In my mind, that could be a part of a form of depression. But I'm not really trained in psychology, psychiatry, things like that. I would, if you want to go see one of those people, have one that maybe has a bit of a spiritual or background or shamanic interest, so they won't be so fast to just give you another pill. The protection thing, we've talked about that. I gave examples of if you throw a rock at me, a small rock, and I hold up a piece of paper, it'll stop that. Shoot that rock out of a slingshot or an air gun, the paper won't work and I get hit. So it's a comparative speaking thing. Okay, comparative speaking of force, applied force towards you, and the resistance that you're expecting out of your alleged protection techniques. Again, all these have practical applications. They have complete thought. There's a logic and rationale behind all of them. Now, this is coming from a guy that's been in shamanism all of his life. All right, look at the practical things first. Don't go just believing that things are unfortunate and whatever, and you have some curse on you. Bullshit. The same thing comes with, your relationship life. If you're not meeting the right kind of person, all right, maybe you're not in the right place. We start to look at selection, availabilities. the kind of person you are. You know, we have, again, I talk about how the word unique is that way because it means you're different than everybody else. And that can be in a great way. It doesn't mean that you need, you know, love spells done for you. It doesn't mean that you need to have some clearing done because someone put a hex on you. You can't get the relationship you're looking for. There could be phases that explain astrologically to why you won't have a relationship in your life, and it could last for a few years, especially for aspects on the outer planets. Again, all of this stuff, people, please, most of it has really good logical explanations on it. Don't run to somebody just because you had a bad day, think you're being cursed, or some alleged, you know, spiritual person told you you're being cursed or you need a love spell and all this other stuff. Come on, let's be real about this. Here, again, one of the best things you can do, all right, for keeping yourself clean of any of the black magic and negative forces or having the good relationships in your life is to work on you first, okay? It all starts with you. Look at the black magic stuff as if it was a disease, a cold, a flu, something like that. The stronger you are personally, you know, physically, spiritually, mentally, then the better resistance you have against these things. Now, that doesn't make you totally impenetrable to those kind of forces because the healthiest person can fall sick. The most stable person spiritually can get hit by some negative or darker force. But it does raise your odds and raise your chances of a better outcome if you've worked on yourself and you yourself have a stronger foundation. Same thing with on the relationships. Know yourself. Accept yourself, like yourself. If there's things about you you don't like, make a change, make a plan, make a process, and stick with it. Make the effort to change yourself and be the kind of person that would attract the person you would like to be with. Makes sense, right? Well, then get busy on it. Shaman Hawk with Shamanic Lodge. You guys have a good time out there. Be safe. Enjoy life.